just got home. It's Thursday evening, and I'm going to cook something for Jason and I for tea tonight. I am going to do a cheesy ham and potato hash with a variation, because A, I don't have any cabbage, B, I don't have any ham, and C, I don't have any leeks. So, going well so far. Got the oven on. I've got some replacement for the ham. I've got chicken in the oven. I'm cooking it from frozen. It's the stuff that you can buy from Tesco's, already frozen, and you can cook straight into the oven from frozen. I have got some kale instead of the cabbage, and additionally I've got mushrooms, beetroots, and butternut squash. So I'm going to try all that and see what it does. It says to cook your potatoes in the oven, but I am going to parboil them because I think it will be a little bit quicker, because I spoke to my friend who's, sorry, I'm not very organised on the night. There it is. I spoke to my friend at work who's also made this, and she said it took quite a long time for the potatoes, the potatoes to cook like this in the oven. So I thought, do you know what, I'm going to parboil them, and I think it will be quicker. Now you're supposed to use 600 grams of potatoes, so I am going to weigh them out. Now that's 300 grams, and there's just the two of us. So this recipe is for 4 people, so I am going to half my potatoes, and I am going to, what do they say, cube them or slice them? Hang on, sorry. Thinly slice. So I will thinly slice my potatoes, and I will stick them into boiling water, which I am just putting on now, and then I will come back to you. Ooh. Right, so I've put my butternut squash, which I've chopped up, and I've put my beetroot, which has also been chopped up, which I wore gloves because it's such a messy job, and I really don't want purple fingers. So pop that in the sink. I've strained my potatoes, which I've been cooking for about 10 minutes, and I'm going to pour those on top too. Give that a bit of a stir. There's a lot of mushrooms here, I know, it looks a lot, but we do like mushrooms just as well, I know, but they do cook down to pretty much quite a small amount, so I'm thinking they'll be quite small. Then I'm going to add my onions on top, and my kale. I've got the kettle boiling, I don't know if you can hear it, so put a little bit of kale in. Don't forget, I have got my chicken in the oven as well, which will be added to it. I mean, you could do this a vegetarian dish if you didn't want the meat. My kettle is just boiled, and I'm just going to find a jug, and I'm just going to make up some stock. Do you want that? So the stock that you need is, how much? 200 mils. So I've got one of these stock pot things, a vegetable one. I think these are nicer than like a dry cube. So I'm going to pop that in there, and I'm going to add 200 mils. Oh, do you know what? I've got these stupid blimmin' jug things, and that one doesn't have mils on it, so I know this one does. There, mils. Honestly, I'm going to chuck that out, little rubbish. So there we go. Let's get a spoon. Give that a bit of a stir, let that melt in. to the hot boiling water. And then I'm going to add some herbs. So I just need to get them out the cupboard. So I've got 2 bay leaves, which I'm going to pop in. I've got some mixed herbs. I'm going to give that a good sprinkle of mixed herbs. And I've got some garlic salt going in. Give that a good sprinkle. And I've got some black pepper. Give that a, way too much. A sprinkle. Then I'm going to stir my sauce and pour that on all over. And I'm just going to give that a bit of a mix. Looks like loads of food. I think might be eating this tomorrow as well. Does look a lot of food. Right, so there you go. It's quite a big dish. It's a big roasting thing that I put my turkey in. It's the only thing I could find that was big enough. So I'm going to pop that in the oven now. It goes in 180 to 160, gas mark 4, and you want it in there for at least half an hour. You're going to cover it with foil. Find my foil. Which is here, my God. So after 20 minutes, what you're going to do is you're going to take the foil off. So cook it for 30 minutes in total. After 20 minutes, take the foil off and then finish cooking it for the remaining 10 minutes. So I'll come back in 20 minutes and show you what we're looking like. Oh yeah, so I've just got the chicken out of the oven and I've chopped it up and I've put it on the side there. And what I'm going to do is when I take it out after 20 minutes, the vegetables and that, I'm going to add the chicken at that point back in, and then I'm going to shred some cheese on top, grate some cheese on top. But I'm just going through my my mobile, my camera, and I take photos of food and things like that I've done. And I know I've done a butternut squash and I literally just chopped it up and I'm roasting it today. And another way that you can do, which I found quite good, was I've got a photograph of it here. Can you see that? That's a whole butternut squash that I have literally just put in my slow cooker. And I put the lid on it and I put it on low and I cooked it for about an hour to an hour and a half. And you can sort of see it looks a bit shiny. It's sort of sweated a little bit. But literally, I took it out of the slow cooker and it was, I cut it in half and that's what it looked like. And it was all cooked and ready and fluffy and it was really, really tasty. And I think what I'm trying to say is that if you cook with your slow cooker, for every hour that your slow cooker is on, it costs 10p. For every hour that your big oven, your main oven is on, it's 30p. So it's not an awful lot of difference. I mean, you know, well, it's 20p. But you add that up every time you put your oven on, that can get quite expensive, I suppose, over the year. So the more you can use your slow cooker, financially, the better you are. And I didn't know you can cook a whole butternut squash just by chucking it in there. You don't add any water or anything, or you don't put any oil on it or anything like that. You literally just put it in a slow cooker, put it on low for about an hour to an hour and a half, and it's cooked. It's brilliant, tender, lovely, and it's cost you 15 pence to cook it in the slow cooker. So yeah, so give it a go. It's a bit of fun anyway, if nothing else. So and see what you think. Oh yeah, so I've just taken it out of the oven and I'm just going to take off the foil and see how it's doing. So, where's mine? Oh, there it is. Just going to give it a bit of a stir. There's still some juices in there, and I suppose they will evaporate a little bit when I'm doing it, cooking it without the foil on. So, just give it a good stir. I'm going to add the chicken I've sliced into chunks. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of pepper on top. I will add some salt at the end, but my husband doesn't like as much salt as I do, and I'm a little bit heavy-handed with it, so I tend not to put it on, and we just put it on ourselves, and then I don't overdo it for him. So I am going to just grate some cheese, which is low-fat mature cheddar, and then it's going back in the oven for 10 minutes. I'm not putting too much cheese on, that's plenty, and I'm going to put it on the top shelf without the foil, there it is, for 10 minutes. And I'll be back. Right, so it's time to get it out the oven for the final time. I'm just going to switch the oven off and lift it out. And there we have it. It's all looking rather hot. The cheese is all melted nicely. And yeah, it's looking really delicious. I'm really looking forward to this. So for something that's quite, you know, economical, not too many ingredients, hardly any faff, you know, it was pretty easy to do. You have got yourself a really nice, tasty evening meal. And like I said, you could do it as a vegetarian meal. You don't have to have the chicken in there, and there's any other vegetables that you like, you know, you just add those to it. And if there's any here that you don't like that I've used, maybe you don't like beetroot or mushrooms or something like that, you can just leave those out and use something else that you do like. I mean, baby sweet corn or something like that, that would be quite nice. So yeah, I think it would be nice as an accompaniment to maybe, you know, you could do a roast chicken or something like that, and you could do it as an accompaniment to that. If you had a lot of people coming, it's quick and easy to do. So if you're doing a dinner party or something, you could put that together and maybe do some fish to go with it. Yeah, it's pretty versatile, and I think it would go with a lot of things. So yeah, this one I think is going to be a thumbs up. I'm really looking forward to tucking in, and I hope you give it a go. Anyway, give us a thumbs up if you like the look of this dish, and if you want to subscribe, press the subscribe button and the little bell, and then that will give you notifications every time I put a video on. I'm always putting new videos on, and I've got a couple of new ones to upload after I've done this one. So yeah, check me out, and I'll see you soon. Bye then. Hi, it's me, I'm back again. I just had a quick thought. This would be really good for lunch, what's left over for tomorrow. I've dished up mine and Jace, and there's plenty. So, I always have these in the store cupboard, which is the whole grain rice with wheat berries, pinto beans and bulgur wheat. And they're really nice. I mean, you can pick them up sometimes for £1 in Tesco's, and they're just so good to have in the cupboard. So I'm literally going to pour some in a dish for tomorrow, one in each. And then I'm just going to top it with this veg. And then tomorrow all we need to do is pop that in the microwave at work. And there's a really nice, tasty lunch for us each. So there you go, a quick and easy, tasty lunch.